If we peek out this window, we can actually see the water wheel turning, and we can see it shares a shaft with this large pit wheel. That wheel sits down in a pit below the floor level here, which is where the giant gear gets its name. The pit wheel turns the same speed as the water wheel, so it has a massive amount of torque. You may notice the pit wheel, as well as some of the parts out on the water wheel, are made of metal. That's because this area floods regularly, including inside the pit, and wood tends to rot. You typically need to replace a water wheel about every 20 to 30 years in regular use, but by using these metal parts, which were of course a later addition, things actually last quite a bit longer here now. The pit wheel turns the same speed as the water wheel, so it has a massive amount of torque on it, but not nearly enough speed to do any work for us here. That's why it goes through this small horizontal gear called the wallower. The wallower turns much faster than the original, far larger pit wheel, and it also shares an axle with the larger great spur wheel above. You can see how much faster the horizontal great spur wheel is turning compared with the vertical pit wheel, which remember is turning the same speed as the water wheel. And here you can see the small gear, called the stone nut, suspended above the great spur wheel. The stone nut is lifted up now, preventing the millstones from turning. It could be dropped down when the wheel stopped, of course, to engage the millstone. Mills would often only want to run one stone at a time. This could be the case if they had only one miller working, for example, or if they didn't have very much water at the time, or maybe if they were working on one of the stones. So these stone nuts allow them to engage only one wheel or the other wheel, or in fact they could have neither wheel at all running if they wanted.